Aloha! Welcome to part 6 of Mega Man X2, and we're finally entering the X-Hunter Castle to end Sigma's menace once and for all. So this castle, in my opinion, is harder than the first castle in the first game, mainly because this place loves spikes, and as I don't, I can clearly hate this one more. A good trick to avoiding all the spikes in the bottom here is to air dash down this side wall, and it's pretty awesome, ain't it? Also, another thing I hate about X-Hunter 1, if you get caught in all... There's a whole bunch of these robots who love to close the walls, and the walls aren't like straight walls. They always bend in curves and stuff, you know? So, you gotta watch where you're climbing, and if you take too long, or even if you're too slow, then you're just gonna get your ass killed every time. So, you know, that sucks. I remember I tried Sigma's Stage 1, or X-Hunter Stage 1. I'm just going to call it Sigma 1 for the sake of it. The closing walls always iffed me, because I always got caught in them, and the spikes were everywhere, and it just drove me batshit insane. Anyway, folks, remember that this is my playthrough where I didn't kill the X-Hunter leaders. Not that you kill them anyway when you do fight them in the battlefield, but, you know. We're gonna get a specific ending, and then I'll show the other alternate ending when we get to that point, but regardless. Unlike the original X1, all the bosses are in one room in a big boss rush capsule container area, just like the classic Mega Man series, which is good, but it really shows you how long the fucking Mavericks take to kill. Hoy! Nevertheless, it's Violin! And Violin has the weakness Bubble Splash, but Bubble Splash, it sort of goes upwards and is kind of slow, and I don't like to use it against Violin. He has almost the same pattern as he does in the Battlefield battle, except now there are blocks all over the place, which can protect you from the ball and mace that he loves to bounce all over the room. He loves to jump around, shoot his little pellets attacks, and it's pretty much the same fight, kind of easier than the Battlefield fight, but I don't know, he seems to have better damage or something, but... because it does feel a little bit more challenging than it does in the Battlefield. Nevertheless, the blocks will constantly keep changing where they spawn, and you might want to hide behind them, unlike me. I almost died right there, holy crap. But, enough shots, and Violin will go down. What? How could he have overloaded my circuits? Ah! Booyah! So now we got one of the 3 X-Hunters taken down a peg. Got 2 more to go. Yeah! And now we're coming to X-Hunter 2, which is probably the shortest level in the castle, but it's also one of the most challenging levels in the castle. Like, the closing walls in X-Hunter 1 are pretty brutal, but this is what I was talking about when I said it was Spike City. So we got underwater, lets you jump higher, keep that in mind. Bottomless pits everywhere. Fish that love to swim around. 3 shooting mech turrets on the walls. It's pretty hard not to get hit in this level. If you can get through this level without getting hit, you're a better man than I. Or a better woman. Again, I don't mean to discriminate. But, this isn't the hard part. This is the hard part. You have to get past these hallways. You can't just jump across, because there's these floating rocket turrets all over the place, right? So you have to constantly hug them by wall climbing, and if you should miss your jump or screw up, you're gonna fall on the spikes, and that's not pleasant. Just remember, you have air dashes at your disposal, and those you can only use them once. You can't like use them like twice during a mid-air fall, you know. So choose them wisely. Try your damnedest to avoid the spikes. If you even touch the side of a spike, like you don't even have to touch the prickly part. If you just touch the side, you're gonna get killed. You can't make this spike jump on your own, so either do what I did and let the bat hit you so you can take this damage, or use the crystal snail ability to freeze them in an icicle and climb over them that way. Either way, you can't make that jump normally, so choose one of those methods. And yeah, the level's over already. I told you it was short. But now we come to one of the most challenging bosses in the game if you don't know what to do, and it's Surges. Surges, he's a pain in the ass. First you need the Silk Shot to destroy the big ball areas that are on the front of the ship. They're the white areas, they're only one shot to kill, but you want to take those out as quickly as you possibly can. And then we have the Sonic Slasher, or whatever Overdrive Ostrich's ability is, and that's his weakness. Now, if you charge it up, it shoots 4 into the sky, and they rain down, and that gives him the most damage, and you want to do that, because the more damage, the better. If you fall in the spikes, instant kill, you're dead. Not good. He's constantly shooting these energy balls that go from 4 in a normal angle, then 4 in a diagonal angle, and he does this over and over again while dipping up and down, so he changes the location of wherever he does this. My tip is to actually do what I'm not doing in this video. I replayed him after I made this LP, and I was like, oh shit, why didn't I do that? You can actually jump on the ledge on the bottom where his ship is, and spawn the thing that way, and you almost never miss. And he never comes down. This is impossible! The prophecy must be fulfilled! Ah! Interestingly enough, in some of the Mega Man X2 mangas, apparently the people, and this is unofficial stuff, so it's not really confirmed, but in the mangas, they said that Dr. Wily was Surges. They said, like, for some reason, Surges, Dr. Wily was still alive in a robot form, and he was Surges. But that's an unofficial thing, and if the game really followed that plot line, why the fuck haven't they developed that more? So I wouldn't think of Surges as Dr. Wily, but one publication did, so I don't know why. Probably because he's an old man in a mech suit shooting at Mega Man. He seems like Dr. Wily. I know. He is Dr. Wily. Blah, 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 blah. No. I refuse to accept that he's Dr. Wily. Besides, Mega Man X5 would seem to indicate otherwise. But I digress, because that's a spoiler. Again, the strike chain's good for retrieving weapons, but it's not so great for getting past tiny holes, as I had a lot of trouble there. But this is the last true level, in my opinion. It's Sigma Hunter 3, or X Hunter 3, whatever. And the damn name is so inconvenient. Next game we're gonna have Doppler, and the other one is Repliforce. Easy names, I can get those right. But X Hunter, I always fuck that up. Now these platforms are really annoying when you push them and then they go in a different direction, clockwise direction, and you'd think you need them to get through the level, but actually you don't. Just use the Crystal Snail ability to climb up these guys and get up the ledges that way. It's a lot more convenient, and I don't think anyone's ever used the platforms to do it. It's just a slow and tedious way to do it. Now there's 2 ladders here, one we can't reach, but if we lure a bat over and then hit him with the Crystal Snail ability, then we can. And this upper pathway is harder to get through, but the reward is much better. Oh, is it harder to get through. Love spikes, don't it? And I got killed. But basically, and this part is really fucking annoying. You have to charge up a speed burner, but you also have to dash, then boom. Yeah, it's a tough navigation right there. Hug the left side of the wall when you're falling, and if you have every upgrade in the game, you should find a new Dr. Light capsule. Wow, you are so cool! I'm not worthy! I'm not worthy! Step inside for a special surprise! So this is the ultimate secret weapon of Mega Man X2. X1 had one in the form of Hadouken, and just like Street Fighters, Ryu, and Ken, Mega Man X now has a special ability that we like to call Shoryuken. It's right down right to do it, and it can kill most enemies in one hit, most bosses, so that's always awesome. The problem is you have to be at full health to do it, and if you're not at full health... and the problem with the Shoryuken, really, is like you have to get in real close to do it, and most bosses will hit you if you get any close and don't do shit. Again, it's a button combo to activate it, so I don't really think it's that reliable, but, you know. There it is, another Street Fighter gem for Mega Man X. And this is the lower path. I figured I'd show it off. Might as well. See you in part 7.